Hey guys, what's up? This is Robbie, and I'm coming here to talk to you about Black Hogwarts. Hashtag Black Hogwarts. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, and I don't even know how this started, but somebody started a trend of what if Hogwarts was an all black school or a predominantly black school, and they have been putting up these GIFs on Twitter of different things that would change around Hogwarts. Now, this thing got so massive, like so many people were tweeting this, that J.K. Rowling actually replied, which is quite hilarious. Right now, I'm going to go through a few of them. And the way Twitter works is that, sometimes the newer stuff gets put on top. So the funnier ones that I saw earlier in the day, they're not going to be necessarily there, but let's see if we can find some funny ones. All right, let's look through this here. Um, Professor Gilderoy Lockhart reapplying to teach the care of magical creatures class. Okay, this one isn't funny. Um, Administration. There's a giant snake under Hogwarts. Students and teachers. That's all right. Yeah. All right, this is a good one. When Harry thought he died in Deathly Hallows and he saw Dumbledore. Hashtag Black Hogwarts. That's pretty funny. Um, when her when Hermione reunites with Ron in Deathly Hallows. All right, let's go see another one. When Draco Malfoy went to touch Buckbeak. That's all right. Bellatrix when she escaped from Azkaban. I actually like Bellatrix. I think she's an interesting character that should have been delved more into when you join Gryffindor. Uh, I think some of these people now, see, these aren't the funniest ones that were up earlier, but I think now people are just trying to get in and get likes. All right, let's see if we can find one that's funny. After Professor McGonagall gave Umbridge that business. Yeah. Tom Riddle, one Horcrux seems so simple. Could someone split themselves into, I don't know, seven? When the Gryffindor and Slytherins get to dueling again in the hallways. I never got how they get away with everything, man. It's insane. Oh yeah, that's another thing. So with this Black Hogwarts hashtag, they don't have the sorting hat; they have the sorting durag, which is pretty hilarious. And they also have the Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Ravenclaw like fraternities. So you see a lot of Black Greek scroll memes or gifs as I've seen so far today. Let's let's see. Funny man. Oh man. All right, let's see. If you aren't following many people of color, you may not yet have been exposed to the glory of the Black Hogwarts hashtag, so like you are missing out. It's really funny. Me taking my wig off so I can put on the sorting durag. Hashtag Black Hogwarts. That's funny because I think some people haven't actually read Harry Potter, and you could tell by the memes they kind of just go along with stuff that's already been said. All right, here we have one from J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling, please tell me you're seeing these Black Hogwarts hashtags, tweets, seeing them and loving them. Hashtag Black Hogwarts. J.K. Rowling. Dolores Umbridge is probably still white. Um, Invisibility Tim's instead of cloak. Although it doesn't really work with Tim's, you know what I mean? It just hides your feet, which is weird. When the whole crew took Polyjuice Potion for Harry. There's so many Beyonce ones, man. I'm just I don't need people to do the Beyonce one over and over again, man. They've been doing it forever, man. All right, let's see. Harry, when we have to go to the Forbidden Forest. That one's funny. You already know who Rita Skeeter would be. Hashtag Black Hogwarts. This Mad Eye Moody one is bogus though, man. Why? This is the thing. Like I've never seen white comedians get on, what you call it, Forrest Whitaker, like the black comedians do, man. Why you gotta make fun of this dude's eye, man? That's a genetic disorder. I'm not even gonna laugh at that one, man. I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not even gonna smirk. All right, let's see. When Ron finds out Scabbers is actually Peter Pettigrew. All right, and when you're walking up the grand staircase and it starts moving randomly. Is that little Kim? Man, she looks different. Oh man, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ravenclaw girls, women, kind of old to be Ravenclaws. I mean, I guess they could be Ravenclaws, but I don't know why they'd be in the hallway. They'd already graduated. You know, Harry Potter people get married at like 17. They have babies by like 18. You know, it's so weird in Harry Potter how young they get married. I always think about like world building things that they put in movies. This is a side rant, but I think about it world building things they put in books. And you get books like, what's the book called? Hunger Games. And you have 12 districts, technically 13, or 12 districts. It's different than that district. Yeah, 12 districts, technically 13. And the way the author explained it in an interview is that it was supposed to be the contiguous United States, but you're like, the United States divided in 12 districts. I mean, those would be massive. How could one capital control 12 huge districts? Think about it now, it's 50 states. And the United States has like at least 20 massive states. So how could there only be 12 districts? You would never get picked. Never get picked. If they had Hunger Games, you would never get picked. The chance of getting picked would be so low. How could they all meet in a marketplace if it's supposed to be the entire contiguous United States? If she's like, oh, District 12 is Appalachia. District 2 is Florida. You're like, what? How does that even work? How can they have the entire United States? It doesn't work. You would never be able to meet in a city square. Think about everybody in California meeting in a city square. It doesn't make sense. Even if you wiped out part of the population, it makes no sense. But we suspend our disbelief to enjoy Hunger Games. So I digress, and I continue. All right, let's see if we can find some funny ones before I just have people watching this video for no reason. When the men from Durmstrang Institute arrive, hashtag Black Hogwarts. When the Sorting Durag screams out, Slytherin, mother effer, but your whole family Gryffindor. That's true, man. I always wondered about that, man. Hogwarts made it seem like it was like a gang. You had to be in your family's house or it'd be awkward. Like, what if Ron ended up in Hufflepuff? Ugh. Harry would have been dead because Ron basically saves the day all the time. Me ignoring the ghost in Hogwarts. This is pretty funny. This little girl's having none of that. No, there'll be none of that. The little girl seems like, please go away. Please go away. Oh man, the little girl's a gangster. Me noticing that there are Black Hogwarts tweets. It's alright. That Kerpidor thing is not that funny. Alright, let's see. Obliviate. Nah. When you find out you in Gryffindor without your homies. Now this is funny. Oh man, that's hilarious. Alright, here we go. When you finally cross Slytherin's Phi Psi. Alright, for all y'all that don't know, I guess y'all, most people should know that when you go to college, you join a fraternity. A lot of people do. So you can, what is it called? Rushing? Black people call it, and some white fraternities or multicultural fraternities, whatever, call it pledging. but black fraternities only call it pledging. And when you cross, they usually do, not just when you cross, but fraternities usually have a thing called a stroll where they get in line and they do a unison type of, um, I don't want to call it a dance, but it is like a rhythmic movement in line. They also do like step shows and stuff like that, where it's a lot of making movements and sound and music with the body, which is pretty amazing to watch. But just in case you didn't know. All right, let's see if we got one. Hagrid, you're a wizard, Harry. Harry, what? All right, guys, I'm gonna let you look some of these up because the funny ones are probably way at the bottom. And I think some of these have been funny so far, but I've read so many of them that, you know, the latecomers aren't as funny as the newcomers because newcomers are like heavy hitters, man. They're hilarious. All right, when you get a howler about not taking the chicken out of the freezer before going to platform 9 3/4. Hilarious. Man. Oh man, it's that teacher. In case y'all didn't know, this is that teacher that fought his student, called his mom a hoe before getting into a fight with his student. I mean, it's terrible. I don't condone that, but it's funny when it's not happening to you, like they said. You a ball. Hashtag Black Hogwarts. We getting down. Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Oh, no, that's not funny. When Dobby took a knife to save your life, yeah. You know, that's the most impactful death to me. Out of every death in Hogwarts or every death in the Harry Potter series, Dobby's death meant so much to me. I don't know why. Like it really hurt me. Dobby and Hedwig, those are the hardest ones for me. I don't know why. And it's like going through the book and reading it and caring about the characters. There's certain characters I cared about that I don't think they expounded upon. One was Dobby because he is so important to the story, but they kind of just like gloss over it and then he's back again. And I'm like, what is Dobby doing? Well, I can't say that because Dobby is such an integral part of the story. I still want to know more about like his backstory, and I think that, you know, in order to make the book move faster, we don't learn a lot about Dobby except for when he's interacting with Harry. The other person I want to know a lot more about was not Pravati Patel, Lavender Brown. I really liked Lavender Brown's character. I cannot understand why I liked her character so much. I think that, you know how like in Harry Potter they show a character in the background and they'll talk about them in the background, and then finally she's in the foreground and she's in love with Ron. But I'm like, was she always in love with Ron? Because you know how like people have more confidence to talk to you when you become more popular, or he has more confidence to talk to her and see that she likes him. Because she could have been like, I like Ron this whole time, but this is my opportunity to move in and talk to him. So I always thought her character was interesting, and I didn't like how it left off, where you don't know if she lives or dies, because I actually really like the Lavender Brown character. I'm gonna stop with the tweets right now because I'm obviously when your mom found out you got into Hogwarts. All right. The Gryffindor house after Harry caught the golden snitch in his mouth. Murder. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna encourage you to go check out this hashtag Black Hogwarts tag. Just scroll all the way down. There's a lot of really funny ones. The ones I've seen right now, as we're watching it together, are okay, but there's some hilarious ones. I put a few up. I don't think they got the shine they deserved. I only got about a few likes on it, but mine were pretty funny. I had one from Training Day, and it was, what was it? When you finally get the dark mark, and it was the Denzel from Training Day, like smiling. You know what I mean? Like I thought that was funny. But now that I'm saying it right now, it's probably not that funny. Anyway, guys, this has been Rob Robbie. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I will be coming to you with some more movie reviews shortly. All right? Peace. Hey, guys, don't forget to subscribe here. Right